is the meanest thing anyone has ever said to me.
I've had people make jokes about me being a barista after college.
I think about student loans and how much of a burden that might be in my future.
At the end of the day, you're not guaranteed a lot of money no matter what you do.
Are we happy and broke or miserable and rich?
Hey, I'm Johnny, and this is Teens at a Table, the show where we talk about what's really happening in our world from our perspective. Today, we're talking about financial literacy and exploring how teens feel. Are your parents involved in your career, choosing your career, and is money a conversation?
I actually think my mom gave me really incredible advice before going into college because I was really nervous because I'm majoring in English and art, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for my career. I was like freaking out. I was worried I was not gonna make as much as my friends and not be able to support myself. She was like, if you really love something, you're gonna be good at it. You're gonna wanna put more time into it, and I think you should follow what you wanna do and success will follow after you. And I think it's kind of true. If you're really passionate about something, you will do a little better at it because you want to keep doing it in your free time. So I don't think they ever like steered me away from choosing what I want to do, which I feel very lucky about because I know a lot of like my art friends are also doing business and other more practical jobs.
I'm an acting student.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Thank you. So my financial prospects are not great. I think similar to what you said, my parents were like, if this is what you want to do, if this is what you've dreamed about and you love it, then go for it. But I will say my extended family has concerns. Every time I visit them, they're like, are you sure about this? Like, you don't want to get into tech? Like, you sure you want to do this? You do know that you're going to be very poor. And I'm like, I know.
I feel like I've had a lot of those comments not like directly said to me, but like more from peers kind of acting that way, which made me think that like I was completely going to be broke after college. Well, I might be, but if anything, like my parents have supported me to the point where I feel more confident in myself rather than like my peers making me more confident in my choices, which surprised me a bit.
I feel like I agree. My parents are definitely supportive of what I want to pursue in college. Like I'm doing sociology. Yeah, I agree with you guys, with what you guys said in terms of your parents talking to you about like, you know, what makes you happy and things like that. That's definitely a priority. But then in the back of my head, I'm thinking about if I want to be like happy and broke. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, choices.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we happy and broke
Yeah.
or miserable and rich?
Exactly. So
I think happy and broke because if you're super, super happy, you won't be broke for long.
Yeah.
Because you'll be working so hard that you'll just have to be rich,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
We can be rich in other things.
Yeah.
I
And happiness and
Yeah.
love and friendship.
feel like I won't know exactly how I'm going to feel until I'm in that experience. And then maybe I'll be like, nah, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I'm going to go sit at a desk for 13 hours a day or something. So
I said talking to peers was like not as helpful, but I actually say talking to older peers and people who like have more experience with like internships and like jobs, like careers that they want to do. I think that they actually make me realize that there are a lot more careers out there than I previously thought. Like when I was in high school, I didn't think there were a lot of options for me as someone who was into English and art. I thought like I could only like try to get my stuff in a museum and sell paintings, but there are like so many jobs out there.
do you guys think about like your salary or things like that when it comes to your career?
Do you?
I've definitely like Googled or like seen on Instagram like prospective majors salaries after college, and then like
Those just make me feel
Yeah,
bad. I'm
see
like,
which one's at
I
the
will
bottom and
say
stuff.
we are all on the top 20 list of least
Yeah.
paying
yeah.
degrees
Yeah.
in college, and that comes up on my For You page way too much. I don't ask for it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
search it up. I don't want to know. I already know that it's going to be low, and then it shows up right in my face at like midnight.
Yeah.
And I can't go to sleep.
I mean, two of my best friends, one of them is pre-med right now and the other one is pre-law. They're like talking about their internships over the summer, and I'm like worried that what I'm doing is not gonna necessarily be as successful as them, but I think I wouldn't want to go into those fields anyways.
So you guys, would you say you never feel pressure to study something that's like guaranteed to make you more money?
I've definitely
Or
thought
having
about
that-
it.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I do agree with you that peers can be like really harsh. I had a conversation with somebody a couple months ago where I was telling them that I was like an acting student, and they looked me in my eyes and they said, not to be rude, but what makes you think you're good enough?
That's crazy.
I would just stand there like mouth open, like the audacity.
It was the meanest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Oh my
it
God.
was so brutal. And I just kind of smiled and I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for it and see where it takes me. So peers can be like insanely brutal about it.
I've had people make jokes about me being a barista after college. They're like, "Oh yeah, that degree."
I want to be a barista.
Like, okay, is that
Let's change this narrative.
I think like at the end of the day, you're not guaranteed a lot of money no matter what you do. I've definitely like felt pressure to maybe like go into business or go into something that is known for like paying a little bit more than other jobs. But I think at the end of the day, I'd rather follow what I like to do.
I feel like I've gotten weird questions more from adults rather than peers. Like, what are you going to do with that job type of thing?
Ooh.
And I'm like, I don't know. I'll figure it out type of thing. Or I'm just frozen and then I overthink like, do I want to do this? Where will this lead me in the future type thing? So I feel like that overthinking definitely comes more from adults than peers.
I don't know. For peers, there's like a little bit of competition too about like, are you doing enough? Are you doing like more than other people? Are you trying to like always get ahead? Which I find a bit stressful because I think everyone's on their own path at the end of the day. I try not to worry about it. I was much more worried at the beginning, like when I first went to college, than I would say I am now, because I've realized that there are a bunch of things that I like to do in a lot of different like branches, categories of art and writing.
And do you guys want to be financially independent right after college? And do you think that will be a reality?
I definitely want to.
Yeah, it's always a want.
Whether it'll happen or not, we'll have to see.
Depends how much they're paying me to be a barista.
I feel like it could be possible.
Yeah, I'm so down. I feel like there's a lot of unrealistic expectations out there for living on your own straight after college. I do feel like I'm really willing, because we live here, to live in an apartment with like 4 or 5 other people. Same. Like live in a little corner. Yeah. And I would be so happy about that. Just like barely scraping by, but being on my own, that would be perfect for me. But I do think there are a lot of unrealistic expectations out there. And I'm not expecting to like straight out of college, like first apartment, 1-bedroom like apartment, just all by myself.
I think it actually could be possible. I mean, I just think it might be more difficult now than like it was, say, for my parents, like right out of college. But I think that if I like have a job set up like that I'm going right into after that I like and that is paying me enough, I think I could, with like a bunch of friends, like find an apartment, split rent, do it that way. I mean, I definitely actually think that could be a possibility. I think it just depends on how much I've saved before and, you know, how I choose to spend it once I have it.
I think about student loans and how much of a burden that might be in my future. So obviously I would love to be financially independent after college, but if it's going to be a reality, I'm really not sure, so it depends. I talk about it with my parents a lot, and my mom after college, she went back home and she was paying rent to her mom and my grandma, and then after she moved out, like my grandma gave her the money back that she had been paying for
that's
rent,
so nice.
like to go live with her. So hopefully she does the same thing for me. Like, but
that's smart.
Yeah, I know it's super nice. So hopefully she gets the hint and it becomes a generational thing, but we'll see. But yeah, that's a wrap for this episode of Teens at the Table. Thank you guys for participating and thank you for watching.